What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground live on YouTube. We're going to be on there exclusively, and we're going to talk about how the Denver Nuggets beat the Oklahoma City Thunder they were in Denver, and they got it done, and they held the Thunder to 2 points in the overtime period. Both teams was really going at it, really clashing and trying to push each other to see who was going to fall off the edge first. They was able to handle their business, and I'm shocked right now that the Thunder couldn't pull it out because it looked like they was going to come out with the win, but they ended up going into overtime. Jokic had a tough look, ended up missing it. I thought it was a bad execution and bad shot by him, but it didn't really matter because they got it done in overtime, so they still came away with the win. The game was won 113 to 104. OKC came out with a 28 to 22 first quarter, doing a good job defensively and making things tough, and also being able to score, a lot better in that first quarter. But then they lost the same quarter 29 to 28 to Denver. And they also lost that third quarter 29 to 27. In the fourth quarter, 22 to 19. So Denver found some things that was working and was able to get it to continue to go 3 quarters straight, basically. And then you got to count the overtime period where they had way better looks at the basket. And it was just about having the right touch to be able to get them to drop. And that ended up working out for them tonight to be able to get the win. So OKC got to figure things out. They got some things that they did right defensively, some things that they did right offensively, and they did just miss some shots. And I think that goes to show you that this is a make or miss league as much as we know it. Like, you can have open looks, but if you can't make them, it doesn't really matter. Even in that overtime period, I like that some of the things they was trying to do, it just didn't result into the same thing that Denver was able to do. And that's why Denver leaves this game victorious by 9 points. Chair Fetch Holmgren played 40 minutes. He was 7 to 19 from the field, 1 to 6 from three, 3 or 4 from the free throw line. He was really helping them stay ahead in that second half, in the first half. And he ended up still ending with a double-double with 18 points and 16 rebounds. He had 5 of them that was offensive rebounds, but he had no assists. He only had a steal and 3 blocks, which was good because you have to use that length and size to your advantage, and he did a good job of making things tough in the paint and on the perimeter and just being in the right spots at the right time because his IQ and feel for the game is really good for his age. 3 turnovers, 2 personal fouls. He was a -8 and plus minus. And then the guy that really stepped it up because Shea didn't. And Shea, this is the beautiful thing. He knew that he can score. He gave the ball up early sometimes because he knew that Jalen Williams had it going. And he did make a big 3 that you thought would have been able to carry them into the win, but it didn't happen tonight, unfortunately. He played 43 minutes. He was 11 to 21 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. He did have 3 rebounds. One of them was offensive with 5 assists. If he wasn't attacking to score, he was attacking a dish, and it ended up working out for the most part of this game. He had good shots, and sometimes he just missed them too, which is part of the game. 3 turnovers, 1 personal foul. He was a -11 and plus minus. And I like what I seen from Jalen Wood. We knew he was going to have a big game in this series. This actually was the most points for both teams with the 32. You just wish you would have got more out of some of your teammates to be able to close it off with a win. Isaiah Hartenstein, 5 of 14 from the field. He airballed some of his floaters, even though he was basically wide open before the defender can contest it. And that was probably the worst part of the game for him. He also went 0-1 from the free throw line, but he did get a double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds. 4 of them was offensive with 4 assists, a steal, a block, 2 turnovers. He also did get 4 personal fouls, but it's not really shocking because he was mainly guarding Jokic. And you know Jokic is going to bump you and knock into you and try to force you to make things his way, or he's just going to put you to sleep with his ability to have so many moves to be able to get a clean shot off. But if you don't want him to have that shot, you kind of have to bump him and push him back, and that can result in fouls, which we know. -4 and +- for Isaiah Hartenstein. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, this was the game that he let a lot of the fans down. 7 of 22 from the field. He was also 1 of 6 from three. He also went 3 of 5 from the free throw line, but he did get a double-double with 18 points and 13 rebounds. 3 of them was offensive. He also had 7 assists and 2 steals and a turnover and a personal foul. He was a -4 and +-. We haven't seen Shai play this bad in a while. That's how good he's been the last 3 years. And even this game wasn't a terrible or bad game. It actually was a good game because he was able to do other things that could have helped his team win still. And the fact that he trusted his teammates and allowed them to shoot and allowed them to try to make plays show you that he has a team that he's confident in, that he plays for. But it just didn't work out because he did take a chunk of the shots. He took the most on the team. And if you're missing that many shots, you're also helping the other team get back in the game or get the lead, because it can lead to transition. And we know Denver was the best transition team. So there's nothing he can do but try to find a way to get the same shots and just hope he makes them the next game, because I didn't really see a problem with a lot of things he was doing. Luguentz Dort was 1 of 6 from the field, 0 of 4 from three, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 3 was offensive, 3 assists, 1 block, 1 turnover. He did foul out with 6 personal fouls. He was a -7 and +-. He ended up having only 3 points because of the free throw and the 2-point field goal that he made. He didn't really give you much offensively, but he did go out there and try as hard as he could to stay in front of guys and force them to dribble and take tough shots if they couldn't get around him. That's what his job is, and he did that very well tonight. It just, we need you to score the basketball too when you're open or you have a shot that you're comfortable taking, and he couldn't really do that tonight. Adam ended up playing a couple seconds. He didn't do anything because of that. The other Jalen Williams knocked down the 3. That's what he's out there for. 14 minutes played for him. He was also 2 of 3 from the field overall. And that was it. Besides having a personal foul, he was a -1 and +- with 5 points. Brandon Carlson played a couple seconds, didn't do anything for that reason. Alex Caruso played 23 minutes. He kept settling for threes. It kind of worked out because he went 2 of 5, but he finished 2 of 9 other than that from the field, and you just can't have that happen when you're that important to this team. He also was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. He also had 2 personal fouls and a -4 and +- with 7 points. Isaiah Joe, 3 minutes. He was 1 of 2 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. 1 rebound, 1 steal, 2 personal fouls, a -1 and +- 2 points. Aaron Wiggins, 13 minutes, 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 2 rebounds, 1 that was offensive with 2 assists, a block, a personal foul with 7 points. And Alex ended up playing a couple of seconds. He ended up not doing much because of that. And then Casey Wallace also didn't have the big game that the other guys had big games, which was in game 2. The bench didn't really give you much, but he didn't really that much either. 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 3 rebounds, 1 that was offensive, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, -5 and +-. He ended up having 2 points. Nobody off the bench for the Thunder gave them double figures in any statistical category, which was a little bit of a letdown and disappointment. Plus, a lot of them didn't shoot that well anyway from the field too. And you would like to get a little bit more defensively, get a little bit more defensive things from them too, like they normally do. Now, they didn't play terrible defensively, but you would like them to play a little bit better like they did in game 2 if they want to win this series, which is seeming like Denver is just a team that understands what they're doing and what they're trying to do each possession, and they just making OKC work as hard as they can to stop it, and it helped them win another game. But other than that, the rest of the guys didn't play. Coach's decision. 40 of 104, 38% from the field, 9 of 35, 25% from 3, 15 of 22, 68% from the free throw line. When you shoot that poorly, it's hard to win games. As simple as that, and as common sense that they can be. But the Thunder usually never do this. That's why it's a little bit of a shock, and that's why I didn't see it coming. But it just show you how good Denver is and how, settling the Thunder can be offensively sometimes on them jump shots or those floaters. But 18 rebounds, that was offensive, 54 total, 24 assists, 7 steals, 6 blocks, 11 turnovers and 21 personal fouls. And then the Nuggets, they played a couple guys extra tonight because this was an overtime game. So some guys was gassed out, but they still gave maximum effort for the most part on both ends of the court. And you got to be proud of the Nuggets for not being afraid, staying in the game and finding a way to pull it out. Aaron Gordon, 7 of 11 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, a plus 15 and plus minus. He ended up having 22 points, which was really good to see. He got to the paint, he got to the perimeter shots to go. He kept the ball moving or created for his teammates, and he also rebounded at a high level and played solid individual defense. Michael Porter Jr. was 7 to 10 from the field, kept him going early and kept making some tough threes and some shots that he has shown that he has the ability to make. The shoulder wasn't the problem today, I can tell you that much. He was 5 of 6 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 1 of those offensive with an assist, a turnover, 4 personal fouls, and a plus 7 and plus minus. He also finished with 20 plus points with 21. Nikola Jokic still having trouble scoring on the Thunder. He played 44 minutes. He was 8 of 25 from the field, 0 of 10 from 3. Some of the threes I didn't really like. I thought he was just taking them because he felt like he can make them, but they wasn't good shots to take. And sometimes he had a lot of shot clock left too to get a better shot. But you got to give credit to the Thunder for making it tough for him to get to the spots and get to the shots he really wants to take. And that's one of the reasons why he shot that many threes. 4 or 4 from the free throw line. He did get a double-double with 20 points and 16 rebounds. 2 of them was offensive. He had 6 assists, also with 2 steals and 2 blocks. He also had 8 turnovers, so he didn't have a great, efficient, dominant game tonight. He had a great game, but not a dominant game. 2 personal fouls. He was a plus 5 and plus minus. And then Jamal Murray. He had some trouble, too, scoring the basketball, but he figured it out. 9 of 19 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 steals, 1 block, 2 turnovers, 2 personal foul, plus 14 and plus minus. They knew it wasn't going to be easy. They knew it was going to be a tough game, but they held their heads up the whole game and kept attacking and kept playing and kept competing. And that's all you can really want out of your team. Christian Braun, 3 of 8 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks, 1 turnover, 5 personal fouls, a plus 6 and plus minus for him. He was good, but he wanted a little bit more offensively, but he couldn't really get the shots that he wanted. He turned down some things too, or just didn't get open enough. And, lucky for them, they still was able to win because he didn't even get in double figures in this game. But I liked it, the fact that he still was out there trying, to help this team. And he also did play 40 minutes. Every guy that started for this team played 40 minutes or more. Also, Jokic was the only guy in the starting lineup and on the team to get a double-double, and it still resulted in a win, as crazy as that might seem. Zeke Naji, 3 minutes played. He also was a minus 7 and plus minus, didn't score any points. Peyton Watson played 17 minutes. He was 2 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three-point line, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. He did have 5 rebounds. 2 of them was offensive. 2 blocks, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, a plus 7 and plus minus with 7 points. Spencer Jones, zeros across the board for him. PJ Hall, you may not even know who that is. Zeros across the board for him. He only played a couple of seconds in the game. Same with Spencer Jones. Russell Westbrook was good. 3 of 8 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. But yeah, 1 rebound, 4 assists, and 2 steals, which helped out. But he also did have 4 personal fouls. That probably was the worst, beside him not being as efficient as you would probably like him to be, but he never really was. -2 and plus minus for him, 8 points, and that was the most off the bench tonight. And then another guy you might not know, Trey Alexander, played a couple seconds. He couldn't impact the game that much because of that. The other guy did not play, coach's decision. 39 of 85, 45% from the field, 16 of 40, 40% from 3, 19 of 24, 79% from the free throw line. Just a good game from them, just doing the fundamentals and doing what helps you win the game. And nothing more than that, and understanding how to attack and defend each and every possession and living with the result is a big reason why they won this game. They did, although, lose the rebound battle because they only had 49. They won the assist battle because they had 25. 9 steals allowed them to win the steals battle. They also had more blocks by one because they had 7. They turned the ball over more and they committed about the same amount of fouls, but they took more. But Denver really had it going and they really had a lot of confidence in themselves. They really played the game the right way. They really had things figured out. And it was just about can you get it done when it matters the most, which is the fourth quarter. Neither team was able to do that, obviously, but the overtime period decided the winner, and Denver just played a lot better, and they just had an extra gallon of gas in them, and they still took good shots the entire overtime period, and that just outweighed what OKC was able to do, and that just helped them get the L for now. We'll see if OKC can bounce back and tie the series 2-2 and try to take command of it when they go back home in game 4, or is it over? Well, I wasn't saying game 4 and game 5, or is it over? Is Denver just too strong and too smart and too patient for them? Or does Denver have enough to continue to wear out their starters? Because we know that OKC has the better depth and more guys that can contribute on both ends of the court, giving them that young athletic legs to their advantage. Or will the steady Freddy Denver Nuggets be a well-oiled machine that do a little bit of maintenance, like I said before, and they'll be able to keep chugging along just enough to get them the victories that they need to advance? It's all about strategy. It's all about knowing what you are and what you're trying to be each and every time you're out there. And that's what the Nuggets do know. And the Thunder, if Shea is not scoring and Shea not dominating, that was one of my problems with this team. They are Shea centric. If he's doing good and he's scoring good and he's playing good and creating so much chaos on the offensive end, they're going to be a tough team to beat and tough team to put out. But we know that if you can slow them down and give them some matchups and force other guys to step up that's not capable of doing it, then you can beat them. That was something that was proven all throughout the regular season. But we are going to show you how hard it is to do that because they have so many guys that can make plays and make shots. This was one game. They got to do it again. And then another time, can they beat OKC 4 times? I can see it, but I also want to see if they can do it. And that's the reason why we watching and enjoy this game of basketball in the playoffs. So we got to look forward to that one. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you're new to the channel, I do conversation video just like this about various NBA only topics. I also do breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, also future stars. I'll do my draft and draft coverage, so you love that type of stuff. This is a channel for you, and you'll love it. Plus, I got over 3,000 plus videos already on my channel that you can watch and enjoy. And on top of that, I upload every single day that I'm living. So that gives you something to watch and look forward to each and every day when it comes to NBA only content. On top of that, I got my social medias on my channel. If you want to see some other things I like to do besides NBA only content on this channel. I also got my email if you want to message me for any other reason. If you don't, especially want to do it in the comment section or or on social media, the email is for that. Other than that, I hope you guys stay blessed. The weekend is here. I hope you guys enjoyed the grind, had some positivity, had some fun things happen, got your rest, and ready to tackle this weekend. Weekend warriors, I'm grinding and working just like y'all are. So let's just continue to know what we have to do and go out there and get it done. Let's continue to set our goals and have something to look forward to and have something to thrive and strive for. And other than that, thank y'all for appreciating the content for what it is. Let's continue to try to make 2025 a better year than 2015. That was a big iconic year for this channel and gave me a blueprint of what I need to do to continue to make content throughout the entire year for this channel. And since I figured that out, let's find a way to enhance it, change it, do it better, and even more consistently. And we're doing that the first 4 months of this year. Now we've been doing it really good the first 5 months of this year. So I think that that's something that to be proud of and something to be happy about, especially because that's a 50-50 of why the channel is still around and doing well and good to this day. And the reason why I still make content and videos too. So if you love that, continue to stay subscribed, continue to come back, continue to spread the word that this is a great channel and you love it because it gives you a different look at the game of basketball, which is analysis. And that's why I started this channel in the first place, to talk about the game to the people that care about it and love it and enjoy it just like me. Other than that, I'm gone for now. See you guys later. Hope you guys stay blessed up. Hope you guys are going to enjoy your weekend. And I'm gone for now. See y'all later. Peace out.